gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take the noose off. And you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots.
You are not as tough as
I'm back, you know that I never left. I got tracks and some music that you never guessed. I don't slack, don't lose, learn your lesson yet. When I get to choose what I do, I'm like a weapon. I'm not sharp as many, but got hard. I'm ready to change scars to envy, to win large and plenty. I like to play fast, never change back. Calling out, I'll pay back, cause I'm great at that. Oh, you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots.
you are not as tough as
Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots, who are not as tough as me. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots, who are not as tough as me.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 2 here in the Mission Recondition series here with the Jacksonville Jaguars on the prowl. As we get ready for this week 2 matchup, we head to Indy, taking on that man and his fellow crew of the Indianapolis Colts here on Monday Night Football. As the Colts and the Jaguars both were able to get their first win in week 1. We, of course, defeated the Bengals 27-17, and of course the Colts were able to defeat the 49ers on the road and beat them in a nice little mollywop of, I believe, 41-29 or 41-23, something like that. But both teams are currently in first place in the division. Both have a win. Of course, the Texans and the Titans both have a loss. We'll see the Texans next week. But of course, we'll see them we got actually the Colts and Texans here in the next several weeks. We got the Texans next week, and then we got the Colts back home in Jacksonville, and then we play the Texans there in Houston. So yeah, first 5 weeks. I think I said in the last episode, whoever did our schedule, thank you so much for doing that to us. There you see Indy 41-29. That was the score for them. They right out of the gate, first quarter, 17 points, and scoring another 14 in the second half, and then scoring 10 in the third quarter. As you see the numbers there, Richardson, 277 yards, 4 touchdowns, 24 of 36 for the day, 66% of his passes were completed. Jonathan Taylor had a great game, 24 carries, 116 yards, and a touchdown on the ground as for him as well. Richardson, 4 carries for 21 yards. And Devin Neal had 3 carries for 8 yards, the rookie from Kansas. And he's in pretty good company there in that backfield there. I'm a little kind of scary, a little nervous about what they're going to be able to do in that backfield there to us here today. Of course, Loveland, 5 catches for 50 yards. No touchdown there for him. But Neal did have 2 catches for 21 yards and 2 receiving touchdowns for the Colts in last week's game against the 49ers. Blackman, 6 tackles for him. EJ Speed has 6 tackles as well. And of course, I'm trying to see if we can see Buckner. And I'm sure he had a few tackles as well. And of course, Kenny Moore had a pretty decent game there as well, as he had 4 tackles and 2 interceptions in that game. And of course, he is going to be a guy that we're definitely going to have to try to avoid and do our best to not throw the ball in his direction here in today's game. If he has a game like this, like he did last week against the 49ers, you might as well say we're pretty much done, because he is going to be lurking around that secondary. And of course, last week we had a great game with Trevor, as he threw no interceptions but did have 2 receiving touchdowns as well as a rushing touchdown for us. And we're going to try to see if we can have that same kind of magic again, and of course get a victory here on Monday Night Football. And of course, there you see they're talking about who deserves the most credit so far here in this for the season, or this first or last week's game there. And you see the defense. Honestly, the defense did a great job there for us. Our rookie Ravel, he did a great job there, getting an interception that which closed the game out, and was able to get the ball to Howard, who came in the game there and helped us get the win and get down the field, and of course kick a field goal to make it a 10-point game. And there you see our talk about our DNs, and of course they've been very helpful for us, shutting down that game against Edwards, the rookie for the Bengals. And there you see we're gonna give some appreciation to them, as we see Richardson's star dev there, 81 overall. And of course there you see he is one of the top 19 players here in the top 11 quarterbacks in the league. He's ranked 19th in the league, and he is definitely going upwards in his career. Last year, if you remember, in the final game of the season, he was able to pull off an overtime win on us, as they ran the ball pretty well. And of course, he ran a nice QB sneak up the middle, and of course that was the game winner. Jonathan Taylor, of course, we've so far the last 2 games we've been against him, we've been doing a pretty good job there of making sure we slow him down, or at least try to neutralize him for the most part. And I think we're going to go with that again here today. So we're going to try to defend the outside run, try to stop him with our run stoppers there. Of course, he's a superstar dev, 89 overall, elusive player, has obviously great speed, great acceleration, break quite a few tackles there. And if he's out in that open field there, you might as well just pretty much call it quits there. He's in the top 3% of halfbacks in the league. He's ranked 8th in the league. And of course, last year, not a big year for him, as he only was short of 1,000 yards last season. And he's trying to see if Colts want to try to have him have a 1,000-yard receiving year this year. I think he can do it. And of course, as we look at our offensive game plan here, like I mentioned before, Kenny Moore the second, we'll definitely have to throw that short passing game there, as we do not want him to be lurking around there in that deep passing there. Don't want to get the ball to him, and of course he will definitely be lurking around there and try to if we do happen to throw the ball, I'm sure he's going to be there. He's probably going to be matched up with Davis in this game here, but I kind of want to. This game, I was going to put Thomas Jr. as our top guy, but I decided to keep Davis there in today's game. Of course, DeForest Buckner, obviously he's a legend there in Indy, as he is pretty much the captain, as you see there, obviously on his shirt there. He is the captain of the defense, and he's definitely going to make sure that Trevor Lawrence is going to have to do some work here in this game to get the victory, as they had one player there that was hurt this week. We have no players hurt for us this at all here this season so far, which is a good thing, and we'll make sure that be the thing that keep all our guys healthy. That's why we got a lot of guys out of different defensive packages as well as offensive packages here to kind of keep them limber and always not constantly wear down. So we'll see a 1st and 10 here. Ball in their own 27-yard line. Indy will have the ball first, so we'll see a handoff there. And of course, there you see Taylor taking off there with a 10-yard carry, and that's a 1st down here for Indy. As this defense got to be aware here. This is this is going to be a tough day here for us. Our main focus obviously is, gonna, we got to keep a close eye on both Richardson and Taylor, but Taylor's going to be that main guy there. As you see his numbers from last week, he had 1 rush touchdown, over 100 yards there. We're going to try to do our best to keep him cap underneath that. But I think for the most part here, we did so last time. We should be able to do that. So this time we got some better rushing defense here than we did last year. So you see a quick pass. That's going to be there. And then you see Rebel. He is, of course, playing in this game as well. He played last week. Towards the end of the game, we switched him to QB or corner number 1. He's playing corner number 2 here today, so he is on the field. And I think with the way gameplay he had last week, he does a better job this week. He could definitely move up really quickly to that CB1. So a nice reception there for Indy. As we'll see now, 1st and 10 here. Ball midfield. Pass there is going to be completed. And there you see, we'll see the receiver will go down there at the 38-yard line. And a nice catch there from, I believe, from Downs on that one as he'll get the first. So ball now at the 39-yard line. Richardson moved the ball here very well on offense as he'll hand off to Taylor. And Taylor will get stopped as he'll only get 2 yards of that carry. And now puts us the ball there on our 36-yard line. Defense is going to have to start waking up here. As we'll see now, 2nd and 8 here again. Taylor again makes a nice carry as they're just chipping away here at this defense. And that's something we definitely going to have to make sure that does not be the case here. As Armstead jawing with Taylor there on that play. So now 1st and 10. Richardson here drops back in the pocket, throws there. That is going to be completed. And that's going to be, I believe, Loveland. He'll get the catch. That's the rookie. And he'll make the catch there for a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 coming up for the Colts as open backfield. Richardson throws there. That's going to be completed. A nice hit there by the defense, but cannot get the ball away from him. And that's going to be another 1st down here for Indy. Richardson doing a great job here. We've seen this before. We're not going to be too surprised about it as he just drops back, throws, and we got to, again, put more pressure and really just try to jump off that line here as quickly as we can. So far, Richardson doing an excellent job here. 2nd and 5 coming up. We'll see here they're on our 8-yard line. Pass there, going to be quickly caught there, and that's going to be inside the 5 as Downs gets a catch there, and that's going to be a 1st and 10 here for Indy. Indy here knocking on the door here for a touchdown for the first touchdown of the game here on Monday Night Football. We'll see now, ball at the 2-yard line, hand off to Taylor again, and Taylor's going to be rejected as he's going to be stopped at the 1. Nice job there closing up that gap there in the middle. 2nd and goal coming up here for Colts as we'll see a handoff here to Taylor, and Taylor's going to get himself into the end zone there. Touchdown Colts as the halfback here, star halfback, able to run right that one right up the gut there. Nice job there for the offensive line, making a nice hole there for him. 13 plays, 74 yards, and a little over 6 minutes on that drive. Nice drive indeed there for Indy. As now we'll see what the Jags will be able to do here on their first drive. As you see the numbers there, 208, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions so far here this season for Trevor. And like we've seen last week, we want to see that again. Moving the ball down the field here by the run and the pass. Mix it up a little and be aware of what you're doing on the field there when passing the football there. Make sure the defense is not reading you, and just don't be so comfortable throwing to the same receiver over and over again. 2nd and 3 coming up as we'll see a quick pass there. That's going to be a slant pass, and that's going to be completed. And that's going to be Kirk as he gets the catch there. As he's able to find the ball there at the 42-yard line. New set of downs here for the Jacksonville Jaguars. As there's trips to the left of Lawrence. And we'll see Etienne runs this one there as he'll get a carry for about a yard on that play. Ball now at the 43-yard line here. 2nd and 9 coming up. Colts here trying to make a stop. And see Bigsby here runs this one there. Bigsby shucks off a man Almost had another one shucked off of him, but Kenny Moore is going to be there for the tackle. So now, third down coming up here. We'll try to see if we can convert here. Got to get the ball here past the 50. See a man in motion. Play action here for Trevor. Trevor going to throw that one up there. That's going to be great. That's going to be a big catch there. And a nice job, as that is going to be Ingram, who had 2 touchdown passes last week in that game against the Bengals. You see, I got to charge my controller there. And that's a big play there for us as we get the first down. So nice job moving the chains here now in Colts territory here on the 35-yard line here. 1st and 10. About 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. ETN, oh, nice block there for number 68, Sheffer, as he's able to help ATN out that time, and he's able to get the first at the 25-yard line. As now, Indy here having a little trouble here on the defensive side of things now. As we'll see a quick pass. Dropping back here, throw up the middle there. That's going to go to Kirk. Kirk's going to get this one inside the 20. And they're going to mark him somewhere around the 12 as he will get a new set of downs here for Jacksonville. As Kirk doing a good job here. And we're seeing a lot more passes thrown to him here. As last year, towards the last few games of the season, we just, for whatever reason, Kirk was just not being targeted as often. And we're trying to get him to be targeted more often here, especially when we're in near the red zone here. 2nd and 8 coming up here, ball on the 9-yard line. 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Drop back, quick pass there. That's going to go to Bigsby, and he'll get the catch. And I believe he might get a few yards on that play as Blackman makes the stop. And we'll see now the ball at the 8-yard line here. 3rd and 7 coming up. 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. Lawrence in the backfield along with, I believe, ETN. Or Bigsby there. And pass up there. And that's going to be a nice slant pass there to Thomas. As Thomas finds the end zone there. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jacksonville able to get the catch and get themselves into the end zone here. Tying this up before the end of the first quarter. As Thomas finds his way into the end zone. Nice play there for him. I believe that's his first touchdown of the season. And Jacksonville now ties it up here. 7-all here as we get ready to wrap up the first quarter. So with just a tick left, we'll see the kickoff here. And this one is going to be deep here for the Colts as the Colts run this one out here. They're going to run this one out to the near the 33-yard line. And that's going to be it for the first quarter. As we go into the second quarter, it's tied up 7-all here in Indy and from Monday Night Football. Pretty expected, but we'll see how they're going to fare out here on their first drive here in the second quarter. Field been flipped now here. See now Indy run the football again here with Taylor. As Taylor's now going to be stopped here in the backfield. Obviously, Colts are going to have their game go through the halfback there, but of course you don't want to expose them too much, so you got to kind of mix it up here a little bit. You'll see now Richardson is going to get hit in the backfield there. Nice job there. A nice sack there by Hines Allen, who makes the stop. And a great play there. And, of course, with Hines Allen, Okafor, and, of course, the newly brought player here to Jacksonville, that being Khalil Mack. Honestly, every game, anytime I played Madden ever since Khalil Mack came in the NFL, he's been one of those players I've been wanting to try to get in free agency, and finally here in his prime, of course, the end of his career here, we got him here, and really excited that we were able to pick him up in free agency as we see a pass there, as that is going to be incomplete there. Chevelle makes a nice play there, throwing down the hammer on that defensive player, or that offensive player, and Richardson doesn't care for there, and that's going to be, of course, forcing him to punt. As you see there, 5 for 5, 47 yards, and a touchdown there for Trevor Lawrence. We'll see what Lawrence can do here on this next drive. Second drive of the game here for the Jacksonville Jaguars. To see ETN try to run this one there, but Buckner is right there, shoves him down, and he doesn't even get a yard on that carry. Nice stop there from Buckner. As we'll see now, 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Jacksonville Jags. As we'll see a handoff there, and again try to run up the middle. And a nice stop there as they plug up the hole from the Colts defense there. Now looking at a 3rd and 9. Trevor's going to have to try something different here. See a man in motion. Looks like that was Thomas. So we'll see how quick, or try to get him to throw the football there. And Lawrence is going to go ahead and run it himself. I don't know what he was doing there, but you had a lot of blue jerseys around you. You got to get rid of that football. And, of course, we'll be forced to punt. Colts will get the ball back on their own 39-yard line with Richardson now having the ball. 7:50 left here in the first half. Tie ball game, 7-all. As Richardson drops back in the pocket here. Quick pass. That's going to be thrown. And that's going to be thrown to Pittman Jr. as he gets the catch at the 50 for a first down. Nice pass there. As, of course, they move the chains here. We'll see a handoff. He keeps the ball instead. Wasn't sure what he was doing there, but Richardson is going to be on the ground there a little bit. But he pops back up. Looking at 2nd and 8. Ball on the 48-yard line here. Drop back for Richardson. Looking down the field. He's going to get sacked quickly there. Nice play there by Hines Allen. Again, 2nd sack in the game. What a play there. Hines Allen just sneaks gets up right up on Richardson on that play. Makes a nice sack. And that's going to be a 2nd sack of the day. As now we'll see here, he has 2 sacks so far this season. As now we'll see Richardson now on the run. Richardson running for his life, and he's going to run this one. But he's going to be short of getting the first down. Nice stop there by Savage. And a great job there from the defense chasing him down. Look at this play. He had like 4, 5, 6 guys there. But he's going to come up short. As Richardson now here is going to go here and go for it. They're going to go for her on 4th down. 4th and 3 coming up. Ball at the 43-yard line. Richardson here drops back in the pocket. Throws this one there. That's going to be completed. And that's a 4th down there, as that's going to be Neal. Devin Neal from Kansas. University of Kansas. Halfback there. The rookie gets the catch there and converts on the 4th down. Colts not scared at all. They're going to go here now on 1st and 10. Ball on 31-yard line. Pass there is going to be deflected. Nice job there from the defense, as they're able to break that up. And we'll see now what they'll try to do here on this 2nd and 10. Richardson, he's showing confidence here. He's got confidence of what he's going to do here in these drive. He makes a good throw there to Neal, which I was surprised by. I figured they would kick a field goal instead, but they decided to go for it there on that 4th down. 3rd and 12 coming up here. Ball on the 33. Richardson again drops back here. Throws a quick dump pass there. That's going to go to Taylor, and Taylor's able to get to the first down marker on that play. Nice job there, getting out of a jam and getting that ball down the field. As Richardson just sees his halfback there, really, hey, I got you, bro. And able to take that one down there for a first down, as Coach Bonds doesn't care for that at all. So new set of downs here for Indy. 1st and 10 here, ball on the 19, hand off here, as we'll see another run, and we'll see a stop there, as that's a nice job there, as they'll get only 2 on that carry. We'll see what they can try to do here on this 2nd and 8. Ball on the 17-yard line, play action. Pass there, that's going to be completed as Loveland gets the catch, and that's going to be a first down here for the Colts. As the rookie showing he's clutch there in that moment, gets the new set of downs here. Ball plays at the 8-yard line. Richardson again drops back in the pocket. Nice solid pocket for him. He decides to run this one out. He's going to go ahead and find his way into the end zone, and that's a touchdown. That's what I'm talking about. We got to be able to figure out what we can do here in those situations like this in the red zone when it comes to Richardson. We got to be able to find some kind of spy. We got to put more spy plays or something in this situation here, because he has been doing this too well against us here, especially here in Indy. 11 plays, 62 yards, and they take a 7-point lead here late here in this first half, as Trevor Lawrence comes back out here again. And we'll see what he can do here, as the ball's going to be placed their own 25-yard line. Of course, Richardson, or I should say Lawrence there, didn't do a good job there. He should have got rid of the football. Caused too much lost yardage there. So now we try to go on the ground here, and that is going to be stopped as Franklin makes the stop there. on ETN. Loss of a yard on the play. Let's see what we can do here on 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 coming up here. Imagine this would be a part of a pass play of some sort here. Trips to the right of Lawrence. Now we'll see Ingram in motion. Lawrence here drops back, finds Ingram. Ingram gets the catch, and Ingram, he's going to get some positive yards there. And this is going to get to the 28-yard line. 3rd and 7 coming up here. We got to get this one near the 35 to get the first down. Drop back here from Lawrence. Lawrence here, guys, to do something with it, as he just got creamed there. And that's going to force us to punt, as the Colts now will have the ball at their own 31. Colts could have definitely put this up by 2 scores here before the half if they have a successful drive, and they were able to move the ball very well until that play right there. And a nice stop there is one of our guys there who tackled him. And that, oh no, that's Mack. That is Mack, and he is hurt. They drop him back down to the 23-yard line. It's going to be a 2nd and 19. Mack sacrificed himself there. Hopefully he's not too bad injured. As see a timeout being called here. It'll be the 2nd timeout now here in the half. As now we'll see what they'll try to do here on 3rd and 18 here, the Colts. Under center there. Richardson hands off to Taylor. Taylor's going to run this one. And it's just not going to be enough there as a timeout being called there. 3rd and final timeout now, Jacksonville burns. No timeouts now for the Jags as they have the ball on their own 20-yard line. So they put us in good field position here after the punt. And we'll see a good hit there from the defender, but somehow Lawrence is able to get that ball off. That's going to be a 5-yard reception. Again, another quick pass there. That's going to go to Ingram. Another catch there, as we'll now see the ball at the 28-yard line. 50 seconds left. Lawrence here drops back here in the pocket. Lawrence got to get rid of it, but he can't. And that's another sack there, this time by E.J. Speed. Showing off his speed there in that play. There's 45 seconds left, as we'll see the highlight here. And Speed just realized he was just gun-ho here on getting to the quarterback. And Lawrence, again, just holding on that ball way too long. Cause lose more yardage here, and now we're forced to punt. So no timeouts left here. Ball's on the 34-yard line here for the Colts. Their own 34, actually. The 1st and 10 here. Quick pass there. That's going to go to the rookie, Loveland. And he'll get the catch there for no gain. As they're going to call their 2nd timeout now here, the Colts. Colts have 1 timeout remaining. And trying to see if they can put a 6th spot on the board here before the half. 31 seconds left here in the quarter. And see a drop back here, and Richardson is going to call his number instead. And Richardson going to get a nice carry there. He's going to get down midfield. And now with 1 time, well, now they're going to use that final timeout now here. With 1 timeout remaining, there's about 22 seconds left. They can get in field goal position here and put up 3 points and still make it a 2-possession lead. Ball at midfield. As we'll see a drop back here from Richardson. Richardson looking down the field here. Richardson gets hit as he throws. That was Hines Allen, I think. A little help there from another teammate. So now 2nd and 10 coming up here. Ball at the 50-yard line still. See a drop back here from Richardson. Richardson here now decides to go ahead and zips this one there. That's going to be caught. And a nice play there. I don't think they're having enough time to get the special teams unit out there, and no, they can't, as that is going to be the half. So a 7-point lead here from the Colts, and the Colts were trying their best to get down the field there, but unfortunately they burn all their timeouts too soon, and that's pretty much keeps them there. So it's still a 1-possession lead here, as we still can try to bounce back here. Just take a look at some of the scores from this past weekend. And, of course, Houston wins there in Tennessee 33-27. And, of course, we're, right now trailing by 7 by the Colts. Browns lose their first game here as they get beat by Cincy in that Battle of Ohio, 30-0. Cowboys able to bounce back after a loss from the Commanders from week 1. They win this one 24-21 there against the Giants. And the Chiefs win at home, defeating the Vegas Raiders there 28-10. So now we go to the half here. We got to try to have some kind of game plan here for Richardson, as he is just taking off way too much here for my liking. And of course, we've been doing a good job here neutralizing somewhat of Taylor, but the defense really needs to just, I don't know, we got to find some kind of play here to stop Richardson and really upset his timing, as we did a good job there getting hold of him. And of course, Khalil Mack is going to be out, and I've been told that he will not return to the game, so we'll see after the game how serious that injury is. Hopefully it's not too serious, as we'll see a 1st and 10 here coming up here for Jacksonville. Lawrence here throws a quick pass there to the sidelines, and that's going to be completed for a gain of 6. Nice catch there from Thomas. And of course, Thomas, we need to try to throw it to him. I'm pretty sure we can get to him. He has not been targeted too much here today. Lawrence there throws up the middle there, throws to his receiver Davis, as Davis gets the catch, and a new set of downs here for the Jacksonville Jaguars. 1st and 10, ball at their own 46. As we'll see a drop back here from Lawrence. Lawrence passes there quickly there. He finds again Gabe Davis again. And that's going to be, this time it's going to complete, it's going to get a 1st down. So nice 1st down play there. Ball now at the 43-yard line of the Colts. As we'll see a handoff here. This is going to be Bigsby. And Bigsby does not get much love there, as the defense just swamps all over him on that play. A loss of a yard there. We're looking now at a 2nd and 11. Ball on the Colts 44-yard line. Jacksonville here down by 7. As we drop back here, look, screen pass there. That's going to go to ETN. ETN's going to go on the outside. I think he should have stayed inside there. He would have got a little bit more yardage there. And the ball's at the 41. 3rd and 8 coming up. As Lawrence drops back in the pocket, looks, and he's got to do something with it. He's going to go ahead and run this one. He's going to slide, thank goodness. And he's going to slide to the 30-yard line for a 1st down. So nice job there from him. That's what we need to see more of Lawrence doing in those situations there. Throw it away or run with it and get out of that jam, as we'll see a quick pass there, and that's going to go to Ingram. As that's going to be his 5th catch of the day, around 40 yards now here today. See now 2nd and 2 coming up. And a handoff here, as Bigsby here breaks off a tackle, getting down the side, ETN getting down the sideline there to the 7. A nice run for him, as that's going to be a 1st and goal now for the Jags, as the defense just lost track of ETN that time around. Great blocking there for the offensive line. Let's see if we can keep that up here. As Lawrence here drops back, quick pass there, and oh, look at that play there. Touchdown, Jaguars. As that's going to be Christian Kirk, the captain. He gets a touchdown, and that's going to tie us up now 14-all here in Indy. As we do a great job here on this opening drive. Find ourselves 6 points on the board here and getting back in this ball game. 9 plays, 47 yards, and almost 4 minutes off that drive. As now we have a tie ball game here. Coach Bond says, let's go. Let's get fired up, boys. As there's 7 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. As we'll see Indy back on the field here once again. Ball on the 24-yard line here. Drop back here, and Richardson's going to call his own number instead, but he's going to get stopped in the backfield there. I believe that's Hamilton. And he'll get the tackle, and he'll get the sack there. A loss of 3 on the play there on Richardson. It's going to be a 2nd and 13. Ball on their own 21-yard line. Richardson now drops back, passes there. That's going to be completed. And we'll see a catch there. And that's going to be Downs, who gets the 1st down. Nice catch there for him, as he gets the gain of about 12. On the 39-yard line for the Colts as they pass up the middle there, and there's the rookie Loveland who gets the catch, or no, Pierre there, excuse me, gets the catch as he gets the first down there for the Colts, and they're now at the 34-yard line of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars need to make a stop here. They want to keep, they want to stay alive in this game, and we'll see a handoff here now to Taylor as he finds his way. And he's able to find the sticks there and get to the 20-yard line for another 1st and 10 here for the Colts. As now we got something else to worry about here, as we thought we had Taylor quiet, but not such luck. Ball to 20, pass there is going to be completed. That's going to get us down to the end zone and touchdown. Colts on the board again, as that's going to be Jalen Woods who gets the catch, the tight end. He finds his way into the end zone. Look at this. Great play there. Nobody covering him. And it was already too late. He was down the field there. And, of course, his big body frame and great speed got him into the end zone there. 5 plays, 76 yards, 205 on that drive. As Trevor Lawrence here. Pretty nice day. 14 of 15, 2 touchdowns, a little over 200 yards for the day. I just don't know what's going on here with Trevor. See a 1st and 10, ball on the 31-yard line, handoff to ETN, and ETN is going to get about a yard on the play. And oh, come on now, that's unnecessary roughness there. You don't have to be pushing them. Jeez. 2nd and 9, Colts lead by 7. 4 of 19 left here in the 3rd quarter. Let's see a man in motion. That'll be Gabe Davis. As we'll see a quick pass here, and that's going to be in the backfield there to ETN. ETN trying to get down the field, and he'll get a few yards on the play. They have a manageable 3rd down here. So we'll see what they'll call here. I'm sure it's going to be something up the middle here and short. Ball at the 37-yard line here. Drop back for Trevor Lawrence. Lawrence is going to find a receiver, and I believe that was Gabe. No, it was that was Ingram there. The tight end gets the catch, and that's enough there for the 1st down. Again, trying to move the ball here. Take our time here. Not making big plays down the field here. We're trying to be very cautious of that. But, oh, there you see Buckner and company coming in. This time, read the run very well there. I think we might have to go back to those quick, small passes there, because they're really doing a great job here of reading the when we were about to run. Loss of 2 on the play there on ETN. As we'll hand off the ball to ETN here this time. ETN trying to make up for what he lost there, and he'll get a few yards there. He'll get some positive yards, but not enough, as he'll get about a gain of 3. 3rd and 9 coming up here, ball in the 44. Trevor here has to drop back here, throw this one up. That's going to be caught, and what a play there. Christian Kirk able to keep his feet in bounds and get the catch, and he's going to get a 1st down. 1st and 10 here, ball at the 40-yard line. Lawrence here throws this one, but it's going to be at the knees as the defender does a great job there. Jackson on that defensive stop. As now we'll see the ball here at the 40 still. 2nd and 10 coming up here for Jacksonville. Lawrence again throws this one up the middle there. Gabe Davis has the catch. Gabe's going to get to the 31. And he'll be just short of getting that 1st down. So it'll be a 3rd and 1. And again, another manageable play here. We'll see if they'll stay on the ground or if they'll go back to the air game. As we'll see a handoff here. They're going to go to the ground. And there you see ETN gets enough there to get to the 35. Or no, excuse me, to the 25 there. Yard line. And it looks like a Colts player is going to have to come down off the field here. And that'll be Payne. As he'll have to come off the field. And I think that's the first Colts player we've seen here today injured. 1:08 left here in the 3rd quarter. Handoff. This time it's going to be ETN again. And he'll get a nice carry there, just short of the marker, they say, as he's looking at inches. So 2nd and inches coming up. We'll see what we try to do here on the 15. As we'll see a handoff there. Did we bring in Bigsby this time? And Bigsby gets just enough there to get the 1st. Nice play here. In some ways, I kind of feel like we need maybe take ETN out and put Bigsby in for these next for the next 4th quarter or so. But we see Lawrence here goes back here, drops back, and interception And that looked like it was for Gabe Davis, but this time Jackson says no, denied. And that is going to be a huge turnover. Man, talk about a great drive we have, and then we end it with an interception. As Jackson just keeps himself in bounds there, brings it down. And the Colts will have the ball there on their own 20-yard line. 3 seconds left here in the third quarter. Down by 7. That should have been our play there, but Jackson did a great job there of boxing out the receiver there. And he's able to get the interception. Now the Colts have the drive. Colts start the fourth quarter off with the ball after that interception. It is 21-14. We head to the fourth quarter. We'll see if Jacksonville can bounce back here. We'll see if our defense can go in here and try to get this ball back. As now they'll flip the field here. Now Colts on their own 27-yard line. Richardson throws this one up the middle. That's going to be caught. And Hines Allen's going to make the tackle there. But it's going to be enough there for Mallard to get the first. First and 10. Ball at the 34-yard line here for the Colts as they'll hand this one off to Taylor. Taylor going to get smashed there as he only gets a gain of 3 on the play. Nice job there for the linebackers making that tackle. We'll see what they'll try to do here on this 2nd and 7. Richardson again drops back in the pocket, looks back, fires this one there, and that's going to be completed. As Richardson's pass blocking has that line's just been doing a great job there for him. First and 10, ball the 46-yard line here. Richardson drops back in the pocket, throws this one there. That's going to be completed by Downs as he gets this one at the 44. First and 10 again for the Colts. That offensive pass blocking is just, oh my God, I wish we had that. Richardson throws this one back and throws it, and that's going to be completed. As that's going to be it's going to be a 2nd and 3 as Pittman gets the catch there. Gain of 7. Jacksonville here trying to pin their ears back and trying to go after this offensive line here, but this offensive line is doing a great job pass blocking. You'll see a deep pass there. That's going to be intercepted as we have now the ball back here, and we're trying to get this one back into play as we run this one here, and that is Jarius Jones. Picks this one off. Nice job there as the defense now comes into play here. Now, the defense literally hand a gift to Trevor Lawrence, and Trevor Lawrence needs to do something with it, and that's put that ball in the end zone. As that looks like it was going to go for Loveland. Or no, Pierre there. And he's unable to get to it as Jones able to get it right up there and just pick it out of the air for the interception. Both teams have an interception apiece. As we'll see now, ball at the 19-yard line. Quick pass there to Gabe Davis. Davis is going to get the catch, and he's going to get pushed out there at the 26 as he gets a 7-yard reception. 2nd and 3 coming up. Ball to 26. A handoff there to Etienne. And Etienne there, he runs this one. As he will not get, he will get a few yards on that carry. We'll see what we can do here on this 3rd down. And so far, we've been doing good. Oh, okay. Never mind. I was going to say, we've been doing a good job here on 3rd downs. These third and shorts. But now we're in trouble here now as we have a false start. One of our linemen jumps. So now we're looking at a 3rd and 8. So this is going to be a passing situation here. Ball on the 21-yard line. Let's see if we can try to convert here. We got to get this one near the 30. Pass there is going to be pass there. No, that's a great pass, but there is a flag on the play here as Thomas goes into the end zone. And I think this one might be coming back, as I think there might be a holding call. And I'm afraid that's what the call is going to be. Yes, it's back in the backfield. Oh, it's roughing the passer. It's on Indy. That is Grover Stewart. And that is going to put us half the distance to the goal. It's going to put us at the 1-yard line. And they declined it. So now Jacksonville here has a chance to it's been declined. So it's a touchdown. Nice job. As Jacksonville gets that touchdown there, and Thomas gets his touchdown. And that'll be, I believe, Thomas's 2nd of today's game. He has now 2 for the season. As we'll see here. Or no, he has 3 for the season here now, actually. So nice job there from him. As we'll see what we try to do now here. Ball at the 27-yard line here for the Colts. Hand off there to Taylor. Taylor's going to run this one there. Gets about a gain of 15 on that play. As one of our guys is down. Looks like it's going to be our rookie. Oh, no. We got to have him back out there. As he looks like he is hurting. Hopefully it's not too serious. And he'll have to take some time off here. A few plays. But we got to get him back out there. Ball on the 43-yard line here. 1st and 10. As they'll hand the ball off again here, and a nice stop there in the backfield. They know where that ball is going to as Taylor stopped. As the defense reads that one very well. 2nd and 10 coming up here. And now we just got to figure out how we can get to Richardson here. Ball the 43-yard line. Richardson here. Great pass block again. I cannot. I got to keep referring to that because they've just been doing a great job blocking. But we'll see here. Oh, no. We end up now getting called rough in the pass. That's Josh Hines Allen. And that's up being a 15-yard penalty, putting the ball now at the 31-yard line. Not what we need there, Josh. Let's see a quick pass, and that's going to be intercepted. Nice play there for the defense, and that, I believe, is Lloyd. Devin Lloyd gets the interception. And a great job there from him, as now we have a chance now to try to take this lead here. As we've got to try to be a lot more smart here on the ball. This is the 2nd interception now for the day. We don't see Richardson too often throw 2 picks, and especially read the defense poorly. But he did that time around. So now we have Trevor Lawrence here. Of course, he's thrown a pick earlier as Jackson boxed out the receiver, and you can't get mad about that. That's just defense 101 there. But now we got to try to see if we can move this ball down the field. Ball's on the 29-yard line. 1st and 10. Lawrence here quickly passes there. That's going to go to Gabe Davis as he crosses the 50. And that's about a good almost 15-yard reception there for the 1st down. As Davis helping us out here. He knows he's trying to know how important this drive is. 5:20 left here in the 4th quarter. Man in motion. As you see a handoff here, and this is going to go to ETN. And oh, ETN, you should have stayed inside there, bro. There's a nice gap there as Cross been able to make the tackle. He'll lose a yard there, making it now a 2nd and 11. Ball at the 50-yard line. Lawrence here drops back in the pocket. Lawrence passes there. That's going to be caught. And that's going to be a nice reception. I believe that's Ingram on the catch. As he'll get the just short of the 1st. So now 3rd and manageable. So far we've been doing a great job on 3rd downs here in this game. We'll see what we can try to do here in this one. As now Bigsby has it. And Bigsby going to take off for the races there. As he gets to the 20-yard line. Bigsby makes a big play there for us. Ball the 20-yard line here. 1st and 10. As now we'll see a man in motion. That'll be Davis. As Davis gets the quick pass there, and he's going to go out of bounds at the 15. That's still going to be a gain of 5 there. As the defense trying to cover him there quickly, push him out of bounds. So now we'll see a ball the 15-yard line here, 2nd and 5, and there you see ETN. And I think Coach Bond should really take ETN out. He seems like he just doesn't have any kind of fuel left. As we'll see a handoff here, trying to get out of the backfield, and we get stopped as EJ Speed makes the tackle. Defense has just done a great job here with this rushing defense against putting the hurt on here on ETN, and really causing us to lose a lot of yards there in the backfield. As now we'll see you here, ball at the 18-yard line, and we'll see here, this will be about a 36-yard attempt. Kick is up, and the kick is good. It's just actually probably, about 36, 37-yard attempt. As we'll see Taylor now here. You see his numbers: 15 carries, 81 yards, 1 rushing touchdown. We lead at 24-21 here with 2:27 left. Defense really needs to get the ball back here for us. I see a quick pass there, and that is going to be caught. That'll be a gain of 6, but Olave is going to come off the field here now for the Colts. As that Colts defense, their passing defense, or their passing offensive line has just been doing a great job here for Richardson in this game. Keeping him protected. Of course, he's thrown 2 picks, but for the most part here, I don't think we've got a couple of sacks off of him, but for the most part, he's been having a good, great pass blocking here for him. Been really helpful for them, moving the ball very cleanly down the field for most part of this game. 1st and 10 after the catch, ball at the 40-yard line. A flag's to be called here. We'll see where this flag's coming from, and looks like it's going to be on the defense. Jerry Jones, what the hell, dude? I just praised you earlier. Now you got to play smarter here, as that's going to be a pass interference now, and it's going to put the ball at the 43-yard line. Guys, quit giving up free yardage here. We don't need that here in this situation, especially with Richardson. As Richardson gets hit as he throws that football. Nice job there getting a hold of him. As that's what we need. We need to have been having that happen to him earlier in this game. 2nd and 10 coming up here, ball to 43. Richardson now throws a quick pass to the sideline there, and the receiver will catch it, and he'll be down at the 41. It's now 3rd and 7. As we get to the 2-minute warning now here, and the Colts will have possession here. So now it's going to come down to keeping them in bounds here and forcing the Colts to use their timeouts. Richardson drops back in the pocket. Richardson quickly throws there, though. Finds the receiver. That's going to be Loveland as he gets the catch. That's a 1st down here for the Colts, putting them at the 23-yard line of Jacksonville. Take a look at this play right here. Drops back, sees his receiver, and able to get that one there. Nice play there in the open field. I don't know what their middle linebackers are doing there, linebackers in period they're doing, but got to be more aware here. As you see, great blocking here as they go ahead and push him out of bounds. That's going to conserve the clock here for the Colts as they get the ball at the 19-yard line. There's a 2nd and 6 coming up. Jacksonville needs to play a little bit more man coverage here. 2nd and 6. Drop back here for Richardson. Pass there. That's going to be completed. He is able to stay in bounds. Pierre at the 12 makes a nice catch for a 1st and 10 there for the Colts. I don't know how he kept his feet in bounds on that play, but dang. Richardson again drops back here up the middle. That's going to be completed as he'll be stopped at the 3, and I believe that was Downs on the catch. Less than a minute left here in the ball game here. 2nd and 1. Richardson, oh no, guys, come on, stop him. Oh my God. Come on. You know, in this situation, if you guys got everybody covered for the most part there, especially our safeties and our corners, like linebackers, just go after him. He's got to run up that way. Look at this. This is that's what he did to us last year in the season finale. He's doing to us again in this one. It is 28-24 as there's 46 seconds left here. This will probably be the last drive of the ball game. We'll see if we can get a game-winning drive now here from Lawrence. Ball placed at their own 25. 1st and 10. Lawrence here drops back in the pocket. Looks, fires this one there. That's going to be off target. As that one is just going to be overthrown. Looking at 2nd and 10 as the booth now wants to take a look at this review. And I don't know what they want to see here. I think that ball was just overthrown. As Kirk. Oh, well, I don't know. Kirk, he slid. He got the ball and slid. And both feet are, yeah. Both feet are in bounds. We might have a turnover. We might have a to get the first, and or okay, they're going to give us a yardage there. So they said no catch originally, so we get now a 9-yard catch. 2nd and 1 coming up. Lawrence here, got to get rid of it, and he has to throw it away. As the defense covered him very well there on that play. And Simmons on that one. Makes it now 3rd and 1. 35 seconds left. Colts have, both teams have all timeouts. As Lawrence gets hit in the backfield there, and that's not a play we need to see. Of course, we need to be using our timeouts here, but Coach does not use them. I don't know what Coach Bond's looking at there, but we'll see a pass incomplete near the 50-yard line, but there is a penalty. And it's of course, a holding call there on Mitch Norse. 10-yard penalty puts us out at the 27. So now we're looking at 1st and 10. That is actually a turnover on downs. And now we are now running timeouts. There's no point of running time, trying to stop them here. They got the ball. This is it. 10 seconds left. Colts handoff here, and now we'll see Richardson running on this one here as we stop him at the 20. And again, we run another timeout. 5 seconds left here. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that. As we'll see another handoff here, and that's going to be the last timeout. I don't know why we're calling timeouts now, because we're not going to get this ball back. I don't see us doing something, anything big, as they're going to go for here on 4th down again. 4th and 4, 3 seconds left. As we'll see the snap here. There's going to be a run here for Taylor. Taylor's going to get stopped. He's going to he's not going to be able to complete it. And that is going to be the ball game. 28-24 is your final score here on Monday Night Football. Yeah, this is not a good one here. So now we go into week 3 here, as now we're 1-1, and again, Richardson gets us on this play right here again. Scrambling. We just like, come on, put a spy on him. He's going in the end zone. He gets a 2nd rushing touchdown in the game, and that's pretty much what does us in. It was a good game. I enjoyed it. It was fun. Had me screaming and hollering for the whole night there, thinking like, oh my God, how can we be that dumb and not realize that in a situation like that, they're not, for whatever reason, they don't trust Taylor. I guess Taylor's been having issues or something, but with the ball there in the red zone. But it's like, okay, come on, guys. Like, Richardson's right there. He's in the red zone. He's in 5 yards of the end zone. If we got everybody covered, it's like we got to have a spy out there. Somebody needs to be a spy and wait for him to, obviously, run out there and but I don't know. So we got +1 in turnovers. We had that 1 interception. Richardson had 2 interceptions in the game. Still won the game. So, but yeah, they get us. They're in the 4th quarter. As we tried, but it's come up short. 30-35, 3-12, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions there for Richardson. Lawrence 24-29, 273, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. It's frustrating. It's so frustrating that, we had that one turnover. That one turnover really made a difference there. I mean, I can't get mad. Jackson did a great job there blocking out, boxing out the defender. Obviously, he was, I think he might have went at, I think, I'm trying to think who that was. I think it was Thomas over there. I think he might have went out of bounds. So even if he did come back and, obviously he was out of bounds and came back in and touched the ball, it would have been a, illegal, man with the ball. So, but yeah, it's so frustrating. Oh, it's so frustrating. But Taylor, we got him. He ran for 80 yards on us, had a 1 rushing touchdown. ETN, I should have jumped in there and said, took him out, kept, put Bigsby in, and to run those that second to last drive that we had in the game, because it looked like ETN was just gassed. So that might be something we might have to do in the 4th quarter. It's like, okay, Bigsby, you're gonna run for us in the 4th quarter. You still have jet fuel in you. We're gonna have you go out there and do something. But there you see Brian Thomas, 3 catches for 83 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kirk had 5 catches for 52 and a touchdown. Woods there for the Colts, 2 catches for 29 and a touchdown. I'm really surprised. Neal, he had a couple catches there. He wasn't in the end zone. We were able to, not let him do stuff, get too crazy in the end zone. But Zimmerman, I think, had the most tackles there for the Colts. I think he had 10. Your TFL leaders for the Colts, Latta and Buckner had 2. Stewart had 2. Latta had 2.5 sacks. Speed had a half a sack. And Jackson there had the only interception there. And, of course, they did not score any defensive touchdowns on us. For us, Lloyd and Olfkafon, they both had 14 tackles there. They were everywhere. Lloyd had 1 interception, and, of course, a TFL as well. Did a great job there. Khalil Mack, he had 4 tackles. We did not see him back in the game there. And, unfortunately, he is going to be injured for a couple weeks here, and I'll tell you what that injury is here in just a bit. Hamilton, 3 tackles for loss, 3 tackles for loss, and a sack for him. And there you see Lloyd. There are his numbers I mentioned earlier. Hines Allen, oh my God, he was so good, but then he just, roughing the passer. It's like, oh my God, like we don't need those calls here in the fourth quarter. Like, quit playing stupid. Same thing with Jones. Like, guys, don't play stupid. Don't cause pass interference. Just play football. But that's what happens, especially when you're a high-profile game like we were in Monday Night Football. And there you see Khalil Mack. Unfortunately, he's going to be out for the next 5 weeks. Actually, technically 4 weeks after this week because of broken ribs. So what we're going to do is we're going to put one of our rookies there to play. He's going to be playing on, he's going to be the second string guy on both on the left and right outside linebacker positions. I can't remember his name. I can't think of his name. Crap. But I think in the next episode I mentioned we have him set up for that. So he'll be in the next game. And that, of course, that game will be a Sunday night game. Yeah, we played Thursday night. We played Monday night. And now we're playing Sunday night. Thank you, whoever made this schedule, the schedule makers. Thank you so much. As we'll have a Sunday night game here. It'll be at NRG Stadium there in Houston. As Houston currently are 1-1. They got a win off of the Titans in week 2. And now they're looking to try to feast on us in week 3. So we'll see what we can do there in Houston. It should be a good one. I think if you take a look down there, we're pretty much even, 85 overall, but I think we have a slightly better offense than their defense. So it should be a good one. I cannot wait to see how this one's going to play out. And like I said, we'll make a few adjustments to the defensive side of things. And also, too, we'll probably put Bigsby in a couple of more play packages there to help us out. But if you guys enjoyed today's episode, unfortunately, it was a sad one. We ended up losing. But, we only lost by 4, so it's not that bad. But nonetheless, we'll try to bounce back here in week 3 and try to get back on the winning track here. As we'll try to go and try to get ourselves to be 2-1. But again, if you guys did enjoy today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. And, of course, hit that bell notification so you guys be notified when this series or any other series that happens to upload to this channel. You guys will be the first ones to know. And, of course, don't forget to follow us on social media down below, especially on Twitter and Discord, as well as our other main channel here on YouTube on ESGNet, as we have a nice Chicago Bears series that we're wrapping up the first season, as well as other great content, new stuff on there with MLB The Show 25, as well as the return of some of your favorite Road to Show characters from that channel. Well, we were making their returns as well. So, guys, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on the channel. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you all next time.